have you been making the right call? Good afternoon, judges, teachers, and fellow peers. My name is Annabelle, and today I will help you make the right choice the next time you get in a vehicle. In Canada, an average of 2,800 people are killed in car accidents yearly. 80% of these collisions have some form of driver inattention as a contributing factor, and over 40% of them have alcohol as a contributing factor. Every day, hundreds of people worldwide are killed in preventable collisions, and many more are injured. This is a problem that is easily avoidable, but because people don't make the right choice, friends and families struggle with many tasks on a daily basis. Many families are left with the burden of their deceased loved ones' expensive medical bills, and many people are left with their own expensive medical bills. Many people are struggling mentally, whether it be that they are depressed, they're always stressed, or they blame the accident on themselves. And they spend their days thinking, what if I called them? What if I told them to stay home today? What if I went to the store instead? What if, what if, what if? I know exactly how many of those people feel because it happened to a loved one in my family. And I've experienced many of those issues and more, and I still struggle with them. And let me tell you, it isn't easy. I believe that everyone should make the right call. By making the right call, I mean put the phone down. Ignore that last text. Wait another 15 minutes to eat that delicious-looking cheeseburger. Call a taxi, friend, or parent, and by doing this, we could cut the number of deaths in half. There are three main types of distraction: visual, manual, and cognitive. Visual is when you take your eyes off the road. Manual is when you take your hands off the steering wheel. And finally, cognitive is taking your mind off of what you're doing. Texting alone covers all three types of distraction. And by stopping texting, my plan would have succeeded. Because if we weren't distracted, we wouldn't cause as many collisions. Many people would say, I can handle my liquor. Or I've texted while driving before. Look at me, nothing happened. Or the classic, I was at a red light and no one was coming. All I have to say to those people is, I know you don't wake up planning to cause an accident, but if you keep doing these things, you might not be so lucky in the future. Albert Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited to all we know and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and everything there ever will be to know and understand. Now even Mr. Einstein himself says imagination is more important than knowledge. And I know you all have an imagination, no matter your age or how you feel about it. I'd like you to take a minute and use it. How would you feel if you were seriously injured or someone you loved were killed in a car accident? Imagine the pain of losing someone forever, or never walking again. Now imagine that you were the one that let that person leave your house drunk, or didn't try to stop them from sending that last text, not even trying to prevent them from causing a collision. Living your life knowing that you are a small part of someone else's being cut short. If people don't stop driving drunk, or under the influence of drugs, or distracted, one of the things I just described to you could happen to a friend, a family member, or yourself. Like I mentioned before, it's nothing that you would want to experience. Many opinions exist on how to end this distracted driving. Tough laws, more enforcement, more education, and more graphic and hard-hitting public service announcements about the impact of distracted driving. There is no single answer. No one law, enforcement measure, education, or awareness tool is going to stop distracted driving. It requires a combination of effective measures and actions. Not only should these measures and actions be put in place, but people need to be considerate to those who have lost a family member or a friend to distracted or impaired driving. People should not judge someone or make fun of someone because of another's mistakes. An unknown man once said, it's not whose fault the accident was, but how it could have been avoided.